Out there, is there anybody? Yes, I think there is. It's me. Welcome to Wakizashi's Teahouse. This is Gray over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? I hope so. I'm doing great, thanks. Although my body is a bit tired, and I will tell you why in a moment. But I'm just going to check the settings. Make sure we sound okay. Yeah, we do. All is good. All is clear, as we say. As we say in Japan. Wait a minute. That's German, isn't it? All is klar. What's going on? Yeah, crazy morning. Give you a time check. It is Saturday, the 29th of November. In Japan, it's 2:34 p.m. So 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. In the future, I've just been making a quick cup of tea. Has to be Earl Grey, doesn't it? Where's it? Where? Grey! The tea, so good it's named after me. Anyway, pop the tea bag in there. Ah, perfect. Good to see. We had Joshua here before. How you doing, Joshua? I hope you're Genki. I know you're reading lots of comics for a start. Hey, Salty. Audio's fine. Thanks, man. How are you doing? I bet you're knackered, aren't you? Salty was on a stream with Prophet of the Dragon and Nerdporeal Lifeform. They were discussing all the good things and the bad things and Stranger Things. Volume 5, is it? Volume 5? Season 5? The first 4 episodes. So it was good to catch that. I'd missed most of the stream though, because I've been changing car tyres. I'm trying to take a drink, but it's too hot. I've got a Japanese neko jita, which is a cat tongue, we call it. I can't take really hot stuff. Really hot liquids. What was I saying? In Japan, we have to change the tyres. Well, we don't have to, but it's advised to change tyres in the winter. They're called studless tyres, so basically snow tyres, winter tyres. And it's a lovely day today, so I did that this morning. It took me ages. Man. 2 cars, so that's 4 tyres each. 4 times 2 is 230 now. So like 8 tyres, but times 2, because you've got to take the old ones off, put the new ones on. So 16, man. 16 tyres outside. Bloody hell, my knees are killing me. Flipping heck. Sorry for swearing. 88 Playmaker, is it? Brilliant. Happy Japan Thanksgiving. Thank you. They don't do much for it here, but we did have this week, or well, the week gone, Monday. Monday was a bank holiday. Bank holiday, that's really British English. Monday was a public holiday for, was it the Labour and Thanksgiving Day, it's called over here. I love the count, the tyres. Salty, no way, mate. This is going to be a bit of a random stream. It's just a general Wakizashi Waffles. Gone back to that. Bit of comics, bit of TV, movie talk. But you've just totally reminded me of something I heard. I didn't know about the Count from Sesame Street, who loves to count. Apparently, that's how you can, not defeat, but you can distract a vampire by putting things for it to count, because it can't help it, but it has to count for some reason. I didn't know that. Apparently, that's the origin of the Count character on Sesame Street. I just thought it was teaching young children how to count, and it was really funny because he's called, Count Dracula or whatever. Yeah, did you know that about vampires? Also, that they can't cross water, as well as they can't come in your house without being invited. But I'd never heard that before. Is that true, Salty? What do you reckon? No, not as far as I know. They could have made the Count grey, but they didn't. Yeah, is that true about vampires, that they have to count? If like you just drop a load of coins in front of them or something, whatever you've got, a pack of M&Ms, whatever's handy. That's all right. That tea, it's not too bad. It is what it is, as Honest Places likes to say. Oh, I've got it wrong way around. Is that showing? No, it's just bright light. Ahmad tea, Earl Grey. It's pretty basic. It's not bad. The bergamot tastes fake though. The flavouring. Artificial. If you ever meet one, I'll check. Yeah, do that and get back to me, and I hope you survive if you do. That could be the difference between life or death, if you've got things that it can count. Anyway, where are we? So yeah, changing 8 tyres, so 16 altogether. 8 tyres, man, 2 cars. I'm wrecked. Going up and down, squatting, doing it all myself, because we're too stingy to go to the garage and get it done, pay someone to do it, you know what I mean? Mrs. Wakizashi, whipping me, like, get out there and do some work. She's just gone out, by the way. She's gone shopping, so that's brilliant. I think she's just come back in. As she drives off, one of the tyres is going to go the other way, isn't it? She turns the corner. Oh no! I hope not. I'm only joking. Okay. So things to talk about. Loads to talk about. Stranger Things Volume 5. I keep saying that. Could talk about that, but everyone's talking about that. The Chair Company on HBO Max. If you're not watching that, get on it. It's completely bonkers, weird, funny, strange, surreal. It started off like I didn't like the main guy in it. I'll do a proper review later. I'll bring up the names, but I just thought it was really annoying. But I persevered, stuck with it. They're only 30-minute episodes, so short episodes, and it's just turning into one of my favourite series at the moment. It's insane, insanely good. It's a little bit Lynchian, not as dark as Lynch, but a bit of the weird, surreal kind of bonkers humour. Like, what is going on? What is happening? The basis of the show is because this guy, this company kind of boss, sat down on a chair like this, and then it collapsed. That's how it all started. The Chair Company. It's like a conspiracy. Are cars more compact in Japan? Yes, we have like the regular size cars. You get the big SUVs as well, but there's a class of car called the K car, which is compact car. It means basically K-Jidosha, and it's less money to pay the road tax. It's pretty good, but they're so expensive. They're almost the same price as a regular car these days. It's bizarre. And is it just me, folks, or have cars got insanely expensive like over the last few years? Like, how much? It's incredible. It's like almost the price of a house now to buy a car. What is going on? Japanese sports cars. Oh, no, I don't have one. I wish I did. I wish I had the money for a really cool sports car. And I know nothing about cars. I don't think I've got a picture. Should I bring one up and show you? I'll show you what it looks like. It's a Suzuki Hustler, baby. I'm a hustler. And it's nice bright red, Liverpool red. This keeps happening recently. I start typing and it starts off in English and it switches to Japanese halfway through what I'm typing, and I don't hit the key to change it. What is going on? Tell me, somebody. Suzuki Hustler. I know that's the name of an old porn mag as well, isn't it? Hustler. Where are we? These are probably the more modern look. I'll show you what mine looks like. It's a bit like this. Just let me share my screen. K-cars. Exactly. I think this is a more modern version. Mine's quite a few years old now, and it's bright red. But it looks like this. It's kind of kawaii, isn't it? It's kind of cute. And you're in my red. No, I say it's an older model, so you don't see it. But they're everywhere. They're driving around everywhere. Something like that. But without those weird black things on the front here. This looks a bit weird, that. Yeah. Suzuki Hustler, baby. Can't remember how much it was. It was a lot of money, I'll say that. Stop sharing. Cool. Yeah, on YouTube it seems like everyone has similar cars when you're driving in Japan. I tell you, regular cars, the most popular colour is white in Japan for some reason. White cars, they love the white cars. I don't know why. Show the dirt. Do you know what I mean? There's not really a used... Well, it's smaller than the States or Europe or the UK. There is a used car market. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's not like in the West. Japanese love to buy new, get something new. It's always new ones. Salty saying that, dude, Honda parts for my Pilot are insane. What, insanely expensive, yeah, I guess. Hustler, you got the spread. I can't read that out. It's too rude for my streams. Yeah, Hustler. I don't remember we could get that in England, in Manchester, when I was growing up. They had Playboy and Penthouse and some like British ones, some dodgy British ones, but I don't remember seeing Hustler. I do teach English. What a surprise, eh? Living in Japan, teaching English. Yeah, that's it really. That's all to say about that. 658cc engine. Davina Duckworth. I always wonder who you are, really, because that's a great avatar. I always wonder. Yeah, I know you're not from Coronation Street in Manchester. I know I said that before. So yeah, where are we? I'm all over the place. Wow, it's 10 minutes in and he's just waffling. It is a fun life. It is good. Not the greatest pay. Salaries in Japan are pretty crap. They've been frozen for years. Even with the dollar and the UK pound, with the exchange rate is so poor. It comes out embarrassing. So I will never reveal what am I earning, because I just get laughed at. But what can you do? What can you do? That's kind of a standard wage for assistant language teachers, we're called, ALTs. There we go. I've already revealed too much. Next thing, I'll be giving you my address. Okay, this is a little bit of comic book news, but I'm going to mainly talk about TV and movies today. But I wanted to share this. This is bonkers. This popped up. It was rumoured to be happening at a Comic-Con, but as part of the DC KO nonsense event that's going down. Check this out. Check this variant cover for a February, not released yet. This is out in February. A February DC KO boss battle. On the cover we have Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. We have Homeland in the background from The Boys. I think this is Vampirella, looking a bit sexy there, wearing very little. The doll from Annabelle over here, and then beneath the trees where nobody sees, Samantha, the Dexter, the serial killing bear. And I'm not sure who this is. Let me know in the chat if you know who this is. This female Red Sonja-like, but without the red hair, looking warrior. She's got really cool, I was going to say furry muffs on her boots. Can I say that at this time? 2:30 p.m. in Japan. Just being cancelled. By the way, I don't monetize these streams anymore because it's not worth it. You make, like, if you're lucky, you make 5 cents, unless you've got thousands of people watching, and it's so annoying for the commercials. So if you get any ads, it's not me, it's YouTube. Just let you know. Who's here? Who's in the house? It does look like Red Sonja, doesn't it? But without the red hair, it can't be. Who is it, Salty? Come on, you must know. Okay, you were at your LCS today. Not many people pulling DC KO issue 2. I haven't even read it, mate. I've got a review copy, but I haven't read it. Yeah, you think it's her? Okay. And we have in the house, Johnny Banana Rules. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. So yeah, that's mainly just for that. To show what a weird like a crossover. Jeremy Adams is writing this. The Boss Battle #1. Covers by Jamal Campbell. Arts by Carmine de Giandomenico. Wow. Ronan Cliquet and more. Look at these names now in American comics. Lots of European artists these days. South African then. South American or European artists. Because they don't have to pay as much, do they? Probably, allegedly. Unexpected fighters from beyond the DC universe enter the arena. Wait, what? Who? As the remaining champions in the KO tournament prepare. Blah, blah, blah. It says we have, Annabelle, Homelander, Sub-Zero and more. So it doesn't name the rest of the characters. Just wanted to share that little bit of news for you. Stop sharing. Boom. Gray's back. I like KO. Good. I'm glad you liked it. It's like Scott Snyder was describing it as kind of stupid fun, dumbass fun or stupid fun. Meant to be a bit silly, a bit daft, a bit bonkers. And Weird Science Jim was saying, you can take off the fun and just call it stupid. But I thought it was all right. It was all right. It has to be her because she's dynamite like Vampirella. Yeah. Okay. It could be. It could be. Right, what else? What else are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? I've just started sharing it again for some reason. What am I doing? Does anybody know? What did I read that was any good this week? I've not been reading hardly anything because I've been watching Stranger Things. Folks, Stranger Things, Season 5, the first 4 episodes. Yeah. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's better than a lot of other stuff. It's probably the best thing on Netflix, isn't it? But I'm not going to go into it too much. But yeah, if you want to check out a good conversation about it, check out Prophet of the Dragon's recent stream. He might still be going live at the moment. He was on with Salty and Nerdporeal. They were dissecting it for over 2.5 hours at least. And I missed most of it, guys. I missed most of it. I was changing tyres. Oh my goodness. Salty saying it's just okay, but hugely disappointing series ender. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil things here, but it felt like they could have done a lot more. They could have really gone for it, but they didn't. If that makes sense, they could have really gone for it, but it felt like they didn't have the nerve to really do what we were hoping for. But maybe that's how it will kick off. The second part we get on Christmas Day, is it? On Christmas Day in the morning. Pluribus, I don't even know how you say it, but yes, I've been watching that, and good to see you. Good to see at Rad Art and Comics. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate it. I thought it started well, Pluribus, but it's a bit drawn out. It's a bit stretched, like a lot of TV these days, isn't it? That's why I'll go back and say, I'll put it in the chat. I recommend The Chair Company if you're not watching it. Short episodes, about 30 minutes. So with the credits, maybe 20, 25, something like that. On HBO, it's unbelievable. Starts off a bit annoying, but give it a chance, and it's just turning into one of my favourite series of the year. I'm not joking. But hey, don't get Salty started on my taste, because what's my taste like? I love everything, don't I? Apparently. No, I don't. I don't really. But yeah, Stranger Things was weird. It was weird. It was good. It was good in parts. The action scenes were great when they actually went for it. But there wasn't enough Hopper. There hasn't been enough Hopper. It felt like Robin, Maya Hawke's character, is the main character now. Even more than L11. It's strange. It's really all about her. She's front and centre. Her and Nancy. I don't want to be like one of those channels talking about, it's the female empowerment and all that. And that's fine. Strong female characters is cool. But I just feel like they've lost the dynamic. They've lost their, the team. The best part to me, one of the best parts was when they all like teamed up together, most of them anyway, teamed up together to take out the Demigorgon that was attacking Derek's house. And Derek, shout out to Derek, the fat kid with glasses, he's a new MVP. Derek for the win! Let's put that in the chat. Oh, you like Holly? I'm biased because my daughter's called Holly. Well, we love that name. But Derek for the win. Come on, guys and girls. And sorry if you're not watching it. And I'm not spoiling anything major. Don't worry. But yeah, Derek for the win. He's my favourite character. He started off really annoying, but he just doesn't give a shit. It's really funny. So 88 Playmakers saying Holly's cool. Salty, that's not Nancy, and Mike is a block of wood. Yeah, what's happened to Nancy? And what's happened to the romance? Apart from the gay romance, the lesbian romance, which is, again, it's not really front and centre, it's kind of there. But we're not seeing any of Mike and Elle, we're not seeing any of anyone else, really. Hopper and, I can't remember the character names, half of them. Hopper and Winona Ryder's character. What happened to them? Derek does have the best room. He does. Did he have, what was it? Was it Ghostbusters? I can't remember what his quilt. Do you say duvet? Is that British English? His quilt cover was. It was, I only just finished watching it last night, Japanese time, and I'm still a bit kind of like, I had a few too many drinks, you know what I mean, with it, so. The power. This is not me, this is, He-Man, that was it. Rad Art and Comics, you got it. He-Man was on the duvet. That was so cool. The quilt. 88 Playmaker, the power of gay will win the day. Yes. And nothing wrong with gay characters. Nothing wrong at all. It's just like, it feels like that's her story now. Apart from the DJing. Wait, Gray had a tipple too many? No way. I know. I had a beer first, a nice ale. That went down well, Salty. And then I finished off, it was like, was it half a bottle of wine or a bit more than half? I know, right? And then finished it off with a scotch or two. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm not an alcoholic, but I might have a drinking problem. The problem is I don't have enough to drink. I don't have a hi-hat. Do you know they've put like sound effects and things in here now? If I don't have my headphones, I won't hear it. But oh my God, my headphones! Where are they going? They're playing pocket billiards with me. Don't have a hi-hat. All we have is this. It's not quite the same, is it? It's too low. How about this one? Jesus. Yeah, this is where Gray starts playing with all the new toys. I've added some of my own, by the way. Which one is it? This one.
Here we go!
I like that one. And of course. Just to make you all get scared because it's late at night in the States. Like, who's that? Who's that cackling in the background? Tell me, for goodness sake. Goodness sakes. The train whistle is cool. That was alright, wasn't it? This could happen. 88. Yes, what if Will and 11 fight over Mike? The theory that Salty, Prophet and Nerporio were batting about, which I thought was cool. And, you know, they should have... This is possible spoiler territory, maybe. They should have made one of the main characters turn, go to the dark side. They should have gone, you know, that should have been the cliffhanger, like, holy shit, he's just got powered up and he's gone, you know, he's gone to the dark side. He's gone full evil. That would have been cool if they'd gone for that. Yeah, maybe it will still happen. I don't know. But hey, at least it's got us all talking, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Okay. So, instead of like going on about the Stranger Things, it seems like no one's ever heard of the Chair Company. Is it just me? Or does everyone hate it? I don't know the main character in it, but I will give you the lowdown in a second. Here we go. I don't want that trailer to play, you see, in the background. Oh, it's starting to play. Let's go on to the images. Tim Robinson, if you know who he is. Tim Robinson. I think he's a comedian. It was kind of annoying. He was kind of annoying in the beginning, but I've got used to him, and it's turned into like a really, really cool show. Chair Company. Here's the poster. Tim Robinson, The Chair Company. It sounds like one of the most boring titles ever, right? This is from the poster. It says, there's a whole world under the surface, and only Ron has any idea about it. And sometimes the two worlds collide, and sometimes they don't. Ron holds them at arm's length from each other. Watch every week to find out when he can and when he can't. I mean, that just sums up how bonkers it is. From the creators of I Think You Should Leave. Yeah. I think it's about 5 episodes, or is it number 6 is coming out next? Do recommend it. It's really cool. It follows a man who investigates a conspiracy after an embarrassing incident at work. He just basically, it's how it starts. He's doing a work presentation or a meeting, and he sits on a chair and it collapses, and it just goes on from there. I'm not selling this for you guys, am I? Let's see what some of the user reviews are saying. It's just a random one. It's a featured review, so you know. We'll see what. Primetime Emmy Award-winning comedy series, it says here. We are sharing, aren't we? As I watch the genius that is Tim Robinson, I can't help but wonder if the quality and nuance of his acting is overlooked by the hilariously offbeat dialogue, and odd situations in every scene of the Chair Company. Offbeat and odd, they're the words to use. Only someone with Robinson's talent can make this work so effectively. When I was first starting to watch it, like I'd checked out a few reviews, but you know, it's like give it a shot yourself. And I'd seen some people say that if you don't like him, Tim Robinson, maybe you know you just won't be able to watch it. But there's some people saying like, I'm not sure about him, but he's a main character, Ron. But he's won me over. It does get better and better. Insert any other modern comedy actor into the role of Ron Trosper, and the Chair Company would come off as far less believable. Make no mistake about it, Tim Robinson is an actor, and a damn fine one. Robinson has managed to create a new type of comedy over the last few years, and has achieved the impossible task of making each series better and better. You have to admit, it's getting better. Thankfully, the Chair Company rises to the very top. Robinson's comedy style may appear simple to the casual viewer, but ask any true fan of his work and they will gladly take you down the rabbit hole of his genius. Wow, this is a big fan, isn't it? Of Tim Robinson? Tom Robbins then. Robinson has achieved a cult following among his loyal fans, and I consider him among the greatest modern comedy writers and actors working today. This reviewer thinks the Chair Company will indubitably win a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series. And I look forward to every future project Robinson creates. Now, just to balance it out, let's look for a low score. There's lots of 9s and 10s here. Here we go. What's that look? 1 out of 10. Terrible. And this is not my review. This is Gene75. I haven't left a review in about a decade. They always say that, don't they? But I felt compelled to do so for this show. It is unwatchable. There you go. I kept waiting for it to get funny or interesting, but it never happened. The problem is that the main character is extremely unlikable. I actually couldn't stand watching him and how he treated people. There you go, that's what I was saying. This is an example of one of the reviews. Oops. There was no comedy to speak of. Really? I didn't laugh even once. I didn't smile even once. I didn't even chuckle in my head even once. I do not know who this show would appeal to. Gray. Perhaps someone who enjoys listening to an angry person berate someone on the phone or yell at his son because he had a bad day at work. Nauseating. That's got like 111 up votes and 161 down votes. No way. But yeah, that gives you an idea. There's like two extremes. There's a really positive one and a really negative one. Unrelatable. Unrealistic. It's not meant to be realistic. It's meant to be bonkers and weird. Okay, let's get back to you guys and girls in the chat. Just let me go back up to, where is it? The poster. So you all know what I'm talking about. Where is it? Chair Company. Boom. Okay. Back to the comments. Can I make that bigger, ladies? No. Yeah, Salty, I heard that. Mate, I'm the same. I subscribe to Netflix just for Stranger Things. I kind of drop in and out of Netflix. What else was on that was good? I can't remember. I was on it for something, but I've actually been watching, it's an older show, Shameless, the American version, Shameless, with William H. Macy. That's been pretty good. That's on Netflix in Japan. It's not on anything else. So I was watching that, and I wanted to see Frankenstein as well. Frankenstein! I started watching that with my daughter when she was back 2 weeks ago. I got maybe halfway through. It starts off really well. It starts off like the book where the ship is frozen, trapped in ice, and the monster is pursuing Victor Frankenstein across the ice. Is it the North Pole or somewhere like that? It was really good. But then it went into his childhood, and I got a bit bored. It looks glorious. Zax, brilliant to see you, man. How you doing it? How you doing it? How you doing it, baby? His daughter was in the It movies. Okay. I didn't like it myself. Gotcha. Zax is saying, happy turkey weekend, Gray. Same to you, baby. I've not had any turkey. The Mrs. Wakizashi has gone out shopping. We're going to make some homemade gyoza. You know, the kind of, it's a Japanese version of Chinese dumplings. The shumai, is it? Gyoza. Can't wait for that tonight. We're having a gyoza party. We got Blair to Blair in the house, looking good. It's great. It's like the old days, isn't it? Remember when we always used to stream together? Back in the old days. Salty, Zax, Blair. I remember those days. I'll tell you what, I'm all over the place. This tea, great mug cup, by the way, but this tea isn't very good. I'm not impressed with this Armad Earl Grey. Yeah. Catching up, we have Pop Culture, Public, 965. Great to see you as well. Just about the only thing I watch on Netflix is Korean dramas. For people who like Korean dramas, Netflix has a good selection. Yes, I'll tell you what else is good in it. If you've ever seen it, me and my old mate Nosferatu, who I converted to this series, by the way, Midnight Diner. There's like 5 seasons. They're all like 30-minute episodes or short episodes. Midnight Diner, about a small restaurant that opens at midnight and goes on till like 7 in the morning. That's its opening hours. It's really, really good. Gets you in the feels. But yeah, for Korean dramas, Netflix Japan I'm talking about, there's loads. They have loads on. Really good. And Japanese dramas, of course. I don't watch that many, but I did enjoy My Mister, it's called in Japanese. My Mister. That was really... It's long, but it was really, really emotional. Or maybe I just liked it because of all the drinking. But yeah, Chair Company, give it a shot. Give it at least 2 episodes or 3, and I'm sure it will worm its way into your heart. Maybe. I don't know. What am I going on about? Goza the Kazarian. Thanks, Ollie. Yes. Where are we? Where's the media assets? Anyway. Where are we? So yeah, Chair Company is a shout out. I'm not sure what to make of Pluribus, folks. Are you watching Pluribus? Any thoughts on that? Salty, when you were on the show before, I wanted to ask you, Steve, and Naporial, but I didn't get around to it. It's by, is it Vince Gilligan, Breaking Bad fame. Here we go. So let me share it. Share the poster. Rhea Seehorn is in it. Kind of sci-fi, a little bit sci-fi, set on planet Earth now. It's, current day, but about an alien virus which makes everybody, most of the people in the world, become a kind of hive mind, but a very, very positive, start helping each other out, stop fighting, stop the wars, all that kind of thing. But there's a few people who aren't affected by the virus, only a few, and it's kind of the main character and some of the others, their story. I'm not sure about it yet. Giving it a shot. It's Vince Gilligan, not Galligan. Vince Gilligan. Can't say no, can you, to him? There we go. How would you rate Pluribus? It's asking me. I wouldn't rate it. I've not finished watching it yet. Here we go. I think this is the feature review just popped up. It kind of maybe sums it up. 6 out of 10. It's a good show, but the 9 out of 10 rating feels inflated. It's well made, solid acting, good atmosphere, interesting premise. This is true. The production quality is high. The story keeps you engaged most of the time, although for me it feels stretched. Again, it's a modern complaint, isn't it? Just drawn out. While the show is good, it's far from perfect. Some episodes drag. A few character arcs feel underdeveloped. And the pacing isn't always consistent. These flaws make the near-perfect score look more like a hype bubble than an accurate reflection of the show's actual quality, says Dermisode. Overall, I'd say it's a good series, worth watching, but the rating creates expectations that the show simply doesn't meet. So 6 out of 10. Should we have a look at... Oh my god, another 1 out of 10. Here we go. This is for Pluribus. Horror Enjoyer says, the show, it has zero respect for your time. Given what happens in episode 3, I expected the nukes to be flying by episode 5, but we got yet another filler episode, where nothing happens for 95% of its runtime. This reviewer thinks it's just boring, and they are over it. They fooled me once with a cliffhanger ending in episode 3, but no more. No more, I say. I now know it will just be more of the same for the rest of the series. I don't care for it. Another 2 out of 10. 3 episodes with Carol was too many. Yeah, she's not exactly a likeable character, but I think that's meant to be the point, isn't it? Interesting premise, but glacially frustrating pace. There we go. Let's get back to you in the chat. Salty saying, nope. 88 Playmaker, Pluribus bored me to death. Yeah. And of course she's gay. Yes, he is. But her wife died. Spoilers. Her wife died during the virus, what do you call it? The transformation. Some people, it killed quite a lot of people, and her wife was one of them. Da-da-da. Pop Culture Republic 965 says, Pluribus looks interesting, but there's only so many streaming services I can subscribe to. Yeah, this is another problem, isn't it? It's a modern Western problem, is it? Western world, what's the word when you call it? What's the phrase when you say, well, it's nothing to really moan about, is it? It's not really serious, but first world problems. I don't know, something like that. I got it free with my new phone. That's cool. In Japan, I don't know how it works out in the States. It's pretty cheap for Netflix. If you don't mind limited ads, it's I'll tell you how much it is. It's 890 yen for Netflix for a month. Hang on a sec. What's JPY, Japanese yen, to the US dollar? We do it the way around. It's ridiculous. It's crappy exchange rate. The yen is so weak, but to give you an idea, 890 yen is $5.70 for Netflix for the basic. Like, it's the basic. I'm on the basic plan with the ads. The ads are not too bad, you know. I tell you, they're much less what's the word? They're much less frequent than Amazon Prime. Prime's gone crazy. And Apple TV is 900 yen, so it's about the same price. It's $5.76 for a month. That's pretty good, isn't it? The worst one is Max. Now you get quite a lot extra with the Japanese version of Max, but it's a rip-off. It's 2,000 yen, which is like $12.80, almost $13. Again, that probably sounds cheap, doesn't it? But for me, 2,000 yen, that's a bit pricey. It's 4 beers, for goodness sake. Okay, stop sharing. Where are we? Hooray! Oh, I've disappeared! Holy shit. Here I am. Here I am again. Where are we? That's it. First world problems, mate, isn't it? First world problems, I know. Listen to me. Listen to me complaining about, oh, there's too much to watch. Too many things to pay for. Streaming services, it's become almost like cable TV again, hasn't it? Yeah, I've heard they're all raising the prices in the States. In Japan, Disney Plus did. I don't subscribe to that, but I'd seen it. It went up quite a hike. It went up quite a lot. I think it was quite cheap. It was a similar price to the last two I mentioned, Netflix and Apple. You know, around 1,000 yen, which is like $8, and it went up about not 50%, but it went up a lot. It's like Jesus. I heard from buddies who have it over here. Intrusive. That's the word, Salty. Do you know when you get old like me, you get stream brain? Can't remember. And I'm an English teacher. Gosh darn it. I'm supposed to be. My English sucks these days. Streaming services are getting more and more expensive. Remember when they were cheaper than cable? How much did that used to be? Because I grew up in, as you can tell by the accent, I grew up in the UK. From Manchester, England, mate. Manchester. So when I was a kid, I was born in the 70s. So my child is like late 70s, early 80s. We had 3 channels. We had BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV. That was all we had. And then it was massive news when Channel 4 was launched. We got a 4th channel. Listen to me, it's crazy. This is true. This is the 80s. I can't remember when Channel 4 was released, but it was probably mid-1980s. And then it took them years before there was Channel 5. This is before satellite, satellite TV we called it, I think cable. We call it satellite TV back in the day. Before any of that. So we had 3. I had 3 channels when I was a kid. And it was still better. BBC was still better than it is now. Yeah, that was a draw to streaming. It competed against cable. So what are you talking like? Was cable... I don't know. Did you get like a huge like load of channels for like $30, something like that? Was it? Was it less than that? $20 a month? Let's have a look. Salty's saying, honestly, I watch more live Pertwee and Baker Doctor Who episodes than anything else. Yeah. Can you get those easily in the States? Do you have to use the iPlayer, the BBC, and it's so annoying. Like even with the VPN, it's got a bit awkward to. First of all, it asks you, "Do you have a TV license?" So ridiculous. The UK still has a TV license. You need to pay for a license to own a TV, supposedly. Yeah. Sometimes I could get it to work over here, but sometimes it just got too annoying. So I sacked it off without paying too much money for a really good VPN. It's got a basic one. I play video games and watch YouTube mostly these days. It says 88 Playmaker. Yeah, I'm the same. I think I watch more YouTube than I do I've got Apple Netflix, which is just limited. I'm only having it for a little bit. I'm probably going to drop Apple as well. I got that for Slow Horses, and then started watching Pluribus, Slow Horses season 5, which was pretty good. It's not as good as it was. It was all right. So I'm gonna cancel Apple. I'm probably going to cancel Netflix after the month. Is it worth keeping it, Salty, for Stranger Things? Notice how they've done that. They've stretched it out so it's just over a month, isn't it? Well, almost exactly a month. So you need to subscribe for 2 months to watch it all. Very clever. I remember 3 channels back in the day, me too, when you had to get up and adjust the rabbit ears and get a clear picture. Oh, classic. Speaking of that, I was rewatching Back to the Future with my daughter when she was back home. Back from Osaka. She's working now. She's all grown up. Anyway, we're watching Back to the Future together, and the classic thing where back in 1955 they wheel out the old black and white TV set. We can watch Jackie Gleason with while we're having our dinner, something like that. And the Three Stooges is on. Classic. Oh, really? Nice one, Salty. It's a free, in inverted commas, it's a free live channel on the LG TV. Nice one. Me too, pop culture. Tom Baker was my first Doctor. I was old enough to have seen Pertwee, I think, but I don't remember. I've got no memory of it. I remember Tom Baker. It's like, he was Doctor Who for me for years, for a lot of people. So I can't remember when he took over. Should we have a quick look? Let's use this fantastic Google sensei. Tom Baker, Doctor Who. Goodness gracious, he's still alive, but he looks so thin now. It's kind of, I know it's mean to say it, my moment like that. He's 91, folks. He was born January 20th, 1934. When was he Doctor Who? Let's have a look. Oh, Tom. He's absolute legend. Legend. From 1974 to 1981. There you go. Let's share him. Let's share it on screen. I don't mean to depress you with the picture, but come on, we're all going to get old. Hope I'm still alive at 91, and I hope I'm Genki like Tom. He's best known for playing the 4th incarnation of the Doctor in the BBC science fiction series Doctor Who from 1974 to 1981, making him the longest serving actor in the role. Yeah, so, and I remember, I still remember the episode when he supposedly regenerated. Not to say died. He regenerated into holy macaroni. I can't remember. Peter Davison, is it? Forget his name. Was never a big fan of Davison. Sorry, folks. I just never got into him. Although strangely, I liked Colin Baker. Weird, right? I know. Here we go. Peter Davison was 82 to 84, so just 2 years. Colin Baker, 84 to 86, and then Sylvester McCoy. I liked Sylvester McCoy. He was pretty cool. 87 to 89. And that was it then. It stopped. Like a stopped clock. Told the right time twice a day. Sylvester McCoy, it says 1987 to 1989, and then 1996, a brief appearance in the American TV movie with Paul McGann. Don't you wish they'd made him like a proper series with him? I know they've done the audio books, but the audio drama, but it would have been great to see Paul McGann get a proper run. Wow, we're all over the place, aren't we, folks? We are. Stop sharing. Here we go. Let's catch up with the chat. Fantastic, by the way. This is great. You guys just keeping me going. Cable is quite expensive. Salty. Yeah, exactly. Netflix will get 2 times. Okay, only so it's the same price, isn't it? $7.99, $7, $8. Sorry. Yeah, it's about the same in Japan, and that's with the crappy exchange rate. I used to have to move the antenna to get the news. Oh, wow. I first saw the one with Rose. Yeah, that's Christopher Eccleston. Is that right? When it got relaunched. Yeah, 91, man. It's unbelievable how old he is. Adric, is it Adric? You hate Adric. I just liked Billy Piper. Woohoo! Blair saying, Blair, I like the special effects 7 TARDIS console during the Peter Davison run. But yeah, Tom was a tough act to follow, wasn't he? And I think back in Tom's time and before him, John Pertwee, they had some really good writers working on it, didn't they? Back then, you could argue that it was a lot of like rinse and repeat, you know, Monster of the Week kind of things. But and when you go back and watch it, I know it does look a bit cheesy at times, but man, some of those Tom Baker stories, they were great. Ones you won't be able to make now. Talons of, is it Wing Chun? I wish I could find the older ones to watch them. 88 Playmaker. I'm the same, mate. Unless unless you shell out for the DVDs. I used to have a lot of VHS tapes of the old series back when I lived in England. Back in the day. I think they have them all on the iPlayer, or is it on the old? No, the old ones aren't on Disney, are they? Disney Plus took the new series. No comment on that. Horror of Fang Rock is incredible, even with the disco cellophane monster. It is. It's a great story. And my brother Mick Salty, he used to get in England it was called Target, the book publishing company, Target novelizations. Target, they were cool, just like little thin books, Doctor Who novelizations. He used to get a lot of them, and I kind of read them second hand when I got a bit older. Like it's like, oh, you know, they were pretty good. They were pretty good, not amazing, but wasn't Pluto streaming the old series? Possibly, I don't know. We don't have that over here unless I VPN it, I guess. Salty's got 20 of those novelizations, so good. Terence Dix was really good, wasn't he? Great name, by the way. Terence Dix! How many do you have, Terence? Was he created the Daleks or co-creator? He wrote quite a few. The Samurai Showdown on Netflix is really good. Okay, we have a recommendation. Nice one from Rad Art and Comics. I've seen it advertised, but I haven't watched any of it. The question is, will it have? Because even though I'm in Japan, I can speak pretty well, but you know, I'm not fluent. I'm not native. So if it's only in Japanese, I get like 60 to 70%, depending on the language. If it's like, you know, classical Japanese, if it's an old samurai series, it can be a bit difficult. Very formal, if you know what I mean, formal Japanese. If it's only Japanese, I put the Japanese subtitles on too, which I can kind of half read. I can't read a lot of the more difficult kanji, but you know, it does help when you're trying to get the language and you've got it coming in your ear and you're reading it as well. Samurai Showdown. I will check it out. Thanks for the recommendation. That's cool. Pluto is a streaming service available on Roku. Don't know if it's available everywhere. Right, yeah. A lot of things aren't over, especially in Japan. It's a bit of a pain. Blair saying the actor who played Dr. Harry Sullivan wrote a bunch of those novels from Target. Oh, really? That's cool. I think they're still going, aren't they? Or they were bringing them out with the relaunch. You know, when the new series started, the original Christopher Eccleston Doctor Who. I've got one. I can't remember which one it is. I've got a couple of novelizations and a couple of, I think, original stories which weren't made into episodes. Pretty good. Good. Just finished Last Samurai Standing. Not what I was expecting, but turned out well. Okay. Gotcha. Well, yeah, I appreciate the recommendation. That's cool. Thank you. That's so pale, don't I? Where's the sun gone? The sun's gone in. It's 3:22 p.m. 3:22 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. I'm so glad I did that big job in the morning, the changing the car's tyres, 2 cars to the winter tyres, because snow it's not come yet into the city. We had snow on the mountain, big old Mount Dyson. It's amazing. It's like a mini Fuji, they call it. If you see it from the right angle, it looks beautiful. It's like a proper, you know, pyramid-shaped mountain. It's really cool. We had snow on top there, but it's gone now. I think it's melted. They were forecasting snow for this coming week, next week. So yeah, I had to do it. One of the schools I teach at is up partway up that mountain. I've got to drive up, and driving up in the snow if you've not got your winter tyres on can be a bit slippery, folks. Salty, the Olympic mountains here have tons of snow, but nothing at sea level yet. That's a good way to put it. Same here, nothing at sea level. It was great though. It came pretty early. It came early. We had it wasn't just the very top of the mountain. It was part, you could see some of the ski slopes. You could see them. They're like, oh, there's the ski slopes are covered. But it didn't last long. It's gone warm again now. Believe it or not, it's currently, where are we? To do it in degrees Celsius, centigrade, to free call you guys out. Where are we? Oh, you Fahrenheit people. You have to work it out in your heads. Oh, I forgot my phone was on airplane mode. Where are we? I was outside when I was doing changing the tyres. I was listening to podcasts. 16 degrees, which is... Oh, I can do that. It's one of the easy conversions. You just switch the numbers. 61 Fahrenheit. 61 Fahrenheit. And tomorrow it's going to get up to 21 degrees. That's like 70. Fantastic. But I think this is the last of the can you say Indian summer, unseasonal long summer we had this year. It did go cold. It went warm again, and now it's going to drop next week. Next week, folks, Tuesday and Wednesday, it's down to 7 is the high and 3 is the low. Ooh, yeah. Sounds bad. Jacob Ironside in the house. How are you, man? Good to see you. Are you Genki? I keep forgetting to ask that, people. That's supposed to be my tagline. How are you? Are you good? Are you Genki? Here's a couple of pints. 3 triple pints for you. For everybody in the chat who partakes. Really? New York is covered in snow now? No way. Did it fall just in time for Thanksgiving? I forgot to say that as well. Did I say earlier on? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody and anybody who celebrates over in the States. I hope you had you are having a great holiday weekend. I'm jealous. I wish one day I'll get there. I'll get there for some, either for Thanksgiving or, I don't know, Christmas or New Year. That'd be awesome. Blair saying we're getting about a foot of snow coming tomorrow. Goodness gracious. The storms. Man, Salty, we had this crazy thunder and lightning. Massive storm. There's a name for it in Japanese where it heralds Galactus. No, it heralds the coming of the snow. It's like they call it. It translates as like snow thunder. It's really cool. Very Japanese. But there's normally a massive bang, crash, bang, lightning, thunder and lightning storm, and you get a snowfall on the mountain. It's weird how that happens, isn't it? Almost like it was programmed. I was watching a little bit of the Wi-Fi. I not watched it for a while. He was doing a Thanksgiving live stream. When was it? I can't remember now. So I was watching a bit of that. It was all right. I've been mixing up me watching stuff. I've been watching that kind of thing, and I've been watching quite a bit of Brian Cox. Great name, by the way, Brian Cox. The British professor, scientist. The 1-year-old Joe Rogan interview with him is really good. He's fascinating, and they have a good laugh together as well. Been watching a bit of that, listen to him as well. So both ends of the spectrum: the woo-woo, the conspiracy stuff, and the supposedly scientific, official stuff. Real, whatever. What is real? No one knows anymore. Maybe they're just different. What's the word? Different levels on the same scale. Celsius. So he's having a go at me because I'm talking in Celsius and centigrade. I never know the difference between those two. I know it's the same thing, but why do they use 2 different names? What is one British English and one's American? I don't know. All I can say is... That's enough of that. That's enough of that. So great to see you all. Salty, Zax, Blair, Jacob's here. 88 Playmaker. I'm going to have to go back up to get Pop Culture Public 965. Jana was here before. Joshua. I'm going to wrap up soonish. I usually go for about an hour. You know what I'm like. I don't go on too long because, hey, who wants to listen to me for too long? But I can feel a nap. A nap is calling my name. The old man afternoon nap. If I missed anybody, drop it in the chat. Because I'm trying to like, I can't do more than one thing at once these days because I'm old. What was I going to look up then? I was going to look something up and now I've forgotten. Celsius? Is that some kind of foreign language? Asked Jacob. It is. It's true. Brian Cox. I'm getting mixed up because aren't the two Brian Coxes on there? I should say Zach's the actor. Brian Cox, physicist and musician, popped up first. Let me share so I can show you what it looks like. I'm sure you know who I mean when you see his face. And he studied at the University of Manchester, my hometown. Shout out to Manchester. 57 years old. Wow, he was born in 68. Ooh, the same age as Salty. Is that right? I don't know. I'm just guessing, mate. And no, I don't mean to dox your age on live stream. I think me and Salty are similar age. I'm almost 53. I'm almost there. January. It's coming. It's coming. Was he in D-Ream? The music group. I didn't know that. No way. Brian Edward Cox, COX, is an English physicist and musician. He's a professor of particle physics in the School of Physics and Astronomy at the University of Manchester. Manchester, mate. And the Royal Society Professor for Public Engagement in Science. He's best known to the public as the presenter of science programmes, especially BBC Radio 4's The Infinite Monkey Cage, great name, and The Wonders Of series, and for popular science books including Why Does E Equals MC Squared from 2009 and The Quantum Universe 2011. David Attenborough described Cox as a natural successor for the BBC's scientific programming. Before his academic career, he was a keyboard player for the bands Dare and Dream. D-Ream. That's right, they had a UK number one in 1994. Things can only get better. It's like that. Jesus, my voice is off. Things can only get better. There you go. No way, he was a keyboard player. Look at that. But yeah, if you've not listened to him, check him out. There's loads of stuff on YouTube with him on. It's interesting. He's really he's always positive. He's happy. He's smiling. He's really into what he's talking about. And there's a funny clip on, a many short clip. I think it's a short. What do you call it? It's a YouTube short or a TikTok short from that interview. I think it is, and it's Brian Cox saying that he couldn't believe it when he got comments on. I think he was talking about the SpaceX recent, the landing where it supposedly, if you believe it, believe in space and all that. The Red Hot Chili Peppers don't believe in space, but when the rocket lander came down, it got caught and it was like a great landing. He was talking about that, and he got loads of comments, people saying space isn't real, it's fake, and he was like, I couldn't believe it. Like, people really believe that it's all nonsense. It's all a big conspiracy. How can you imagine any world government, any of the governments of the world, being able to keep that up? They're useless. They can't even run the countries. Can you imagine them trying to keep this huge hoax, whatever it is, this big secret? And I thought it was really cute. He was just and Joe Rogan was just laughing his head off. He's like, yeah, wait till they get you on the ice wall and the firmament, the waters above, the waters below, and all that. Zax, I can always rely on you for the great comments, man. We are literally drowning in Cox with an X. Cox is my real last name. I don't believe you. Are you related to Brian? Who's the actor now, Zach? You've got me curious. Who was in one of the Bourne? Is he in the Bourne movies? And was he in Succession? Is that a different Brian Cox? Hang on a minute. I'm going to click and find out. Brian Cox, actor. This is the one. No, he's Scottish. I didn't know he was Scottish. I didn't know he was Scottish. Brian Dennis Cox. You can't get enough of these Cox, can you? Born 1st of June 1946, so he's 79. Born in Dundee, Scotland. That's what I was thinking of. Brilliant. Same name, same spelling. One from England and one from Scotland. Ba-da-bum. What was he in? Oh, was he in Deadwood? I didn't know he was in Deadwood. Anyway, there we go. That's it. That's it, folks. You can tell it's time for Gray to wrap things up, can't you? You can tell. Okay, stop sharing. There we go. Woo! 59, 57, 58, 59. Boom! It's an hour. We made it. We got to an hour. And I didn't really talk about comics today. Isn't that great? The 5 people who watched my stream on the replay. I'm not talking about you guys. The 5 people who might watch my stream on the replay, they're going to get a surprise when the only comics news is right at the very beginning. So there we go. I'll kid them off. I'll bring them in and fool them. It's going to be a comic stream. But I think I'm not lost in my comics mojo, as I kind of jokingly said. I'm kind of losing a little bit. Just one thing and another, you know what I mean? So I'm going back to the old Wakizashi Waffles format where we just talk about whatever is piqued my interest. So good night, Zax. Good night, Salty. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Blair, Jacob. Anyone else who's still here, as I scroll up and see the chat. Even if you've gone, it was great to see you in the chat. 88 Playmaker, that was awesome. Pop Culture Republic. Rad Art and Comics, they were there before. Joshua was here early on, and I think he jumped ship when I stopped talking comics. I might get a fantastic long comment from him later on about all the comics he's read and what he thought. He drops these little mini reviews for all the comics he's read. What a genius. I'm too lazy for that these days. So yeah, we'll go out with a song. Go out with a song. That's what I'm going to do. Where's my headphones? Don't worry, it doesn't mean I'm going to pick up the guitar and start playing. Last time I did that, I got copyright. No. When I played my own song, I was alright, but when I covered The Verve's Lucky Man, that's why I can't be asked monetizing these anymore. It's not worth it. Good night to you all. You have a great, great weekend. I hope it's a good one. Charlie Cox from Daredevil. You're right, that's another one. Should we play something a bit weird, a bit freaky? Like this. This starts off very quiet and it slowly builds up. I'll turn it up a little bit. It creeps up on you folks. And what shall we do? I'm going to share some kind of image at the end here. Screenshots. I'll give you something nice to look at. How about that? As we go out. Quality's not great when I zoom in, but here we go. Good to see you all, folks. Great to see you all. And right at the end, we get a nay sighting. How you doing, man? Great to see you. Why so serious, Gray?